Hello, everybody. Welcome to Marketing Intelligence Live. Marketing Intelligence is a channel that creates content which is appealing to marketing and media professionals. So, today is a very special stream because we'll be talking about one framework that I have made, which will be helpful to all marketers out there. So, this framework can be used when you are designing any kind of campaign. uh, so I would say marketing. What is the marketing campaign? Is a complete 360 degrees approach. All activities that are designed to achieve a certain marketing goal, whether a launch of a product, a service, or features within it, or you are really pushing, or you can say your reach, or generally of your brand, and also there has to be a specific goal to be achieved when you are talking about a marketing campaign specifically, and that's why they are designed. So, what is this specifically that we are talking about? The Alpha campaign. So, basically, Alpha campaign is the acronym. What it's we'll take you through. So, everything would stand for something. ALPHA. So, I'll take you through it, and to explain it, like we'll take two things. One is a product. So, we are taking a smartphone. When is a service? So service we'll take, say, QSR, which is specializing in pizzas. So quick service restaurant, basically specializing in pizza. So that we can take as example for the same. So I'll take you through how when you're designing a campaign, this is a kind of framework that you all can use. Awesome. So let us go through the first thing that is obvious. That is the audience. A is for audience. So you have to define your target audience very specifically. And today in the digital era, it is becoming more and more easier to define your target audience because you can do a lot of, you can say, tracking of whatever they are seeing online. So for example, like we have the basic ones in demographics is the age group, gender, maybe income level, where the location. But now with digital also, what are the interests, what kind of behavior in terms of interaction with the websites, apps, and also all this data that you get from basically the ad networks, all is within audience. So you have to basically define your audience. Now if you take the example, so for example, like in a product, if it's a smartphone, you would define your audience. So we will take a specific smartphone. So if you have a iPhone, so iPhone may, you would say, between 20 and 40. For example, you can take it as the age, and obviously income level would be higher for this particular category. And what they are, somebody who I would say who take iPhone, they are into the high design, they have higher level of tastes, and also this is the way we can kind of define a particular audience for the particular smartphone. Like if you take an iPhone, in services will be the pizza restaurant. Let's take an age group of youngster 18 to 30 or something, and they would really like to binge on pizzas, and they like all this fast food, and they are just basically the youth, the youngsters that we can kind of define that particular thing in. Awesome. So let's go to the next point. So A would be the audience that we have to define the audience into various categories. Second is likability. So what is likability? Let me take you through it. So you have to know your audience. Very important thing that once you know your audience, then what you have to know what your audience likes. What do they prefer when they are talking about a campaign? What will, if they are scrolling something on an app or on the net, what will really stop their view, and they're like they'll focus on something. So you have to really know that what is it really that appeals to them. What do they care about? Like what kind of content are they watching? What are they talking about online? So because when all these ads and all you're serving out in a massive media clutter, so they should stand out. So you have to know their likability. will it strike a chord with them? So whatever campaign will it strike? Because the main thing of a campaign, however good it is, however creative it, if it doesn't strike a chord with the target audience, then it's kind of, the objective is not achieved in that. So with the smartphone, I would say with the iPhone, their likability would be what is appealing to them. The high design, high fashion. So those kind of articles they are seeing, or they are seeing content online with respect to that, that would, I would be the case. With respect to the QSR, specializing in pizza, that would again be the youth, what is appealing. So we would say that what are the movies that are appealing, the stars, the musical stars that are there, or in movie stars. So all these would come under this general category, where what is really going to they like and appeal. Obviously in the niche category brands, that has to be looked at more closely. What does the target audience like, and then you can reach out. So with today the granularization of the media, you can be very specific, like specific kind of channels that they are seeing on YouTube, or blogs they are reading, or influences they are following, shows that they see online, and also those all would come under the, that they would like to see that particular content. And then where does your campaign fit in with respect to that? So something which is a pain point for them, or something that really appeals to them, that has to be identified. So it really depends on the target audience. Next, for P, we have promotion techniques. So, how should you promote your campaign? What media outlets are your target audience viewing? What sports do they watch? What music do they listen to? Which YouTube channels have they subscribed to? Which influencers they follow? Which are the general celebrities they follow? So, because within your promotion you're going to use these particular channels which the target audience is seeing. So a complete analysis on the consumers has to be done. You have to list down all these outlets that are there, and that you'll use for promotion. So this would differ from likability, because in likability you are looking at a headline, a banner, a slogan which will appeal to that audience, that is as per their psychology, their behavior that is there. But in promotion is the outlet. So where do you have to be to reach out to this target audience? So that would come within that. If I would take the examples that we are seeing in the smartphone, like an iPhone, the people who are into technical things, and who have a really lifestyle is kind of out there high, because this is, you have to understand the iPhone's expensive product. So those kind of channels that they are looking out at, that would come within that. uh, for the pizza outlet, I would say the general youth. So we would say sports like cricket, football, where you have the EPL and all, music, general the Bollywood music, or the top pop stars in America that are there. YouTube channels, the entertainment channels that are there, which are being seen, comedy, who are doing well in that space, those kind of influencers are being followed. So those all would should come in the channels in which you're going to deliver your marketing messaging. Next, age, hashtag ability. So hashtag ability is so important in today's day and age, where you can create a trend, a hashtag, some hashtag challenge is there or something. So you have to think that if I'm creating a campaign, can a hashtag be created around it, some kind of activity around it, which is will come. So when the hashtag is used a lot, your brand is also getting highlighted. Can the people start discussing it on social media? will it be of a theme that appeals to them within your target audience? It's a very young target audience, some kind of a dance step which is there on it, or kind of a song that has to be sung on it, or there are a lot of memes that come up, so that can be created around it. So these all are the factors around it. Basically, a conversation has to be created around this. There should be that ability within that hashtag that you want to start, and this all will create a kind of a lot of organic media around it, where it's not paid media, where people are using when there was any kind of a trend. If people are interested in putting it out there, their version of it on their social media channels, so that helps with the organic reach. With the examples we can take with the smartphone, a certain campaign like hashtag filmmaker challenge and all, because today's iPhones, they can be used like any kind of DSLR. That level, high level of photography and videography skills are there. So where you can make your short movie, that I think Apple had used that, where there were people were putting hashtag movie content or Apple movie or something like that, and they had put it out, so that there was certain hashtagable element in that. Then we have, say, for the pizza, any kind of hashtag that is be used in the uh, pizza. I mean, dishes, or that pizza days. They're like Zomato uses and all. So these all can create a kind of a thing, because people like to share all this. They in photos and food. They share those a lot on social media, what they are eating and what is appealing to them. So that creates the more shareability for that particular campaign. Awesome. So next we have, your campaign has to be actionable. So what I mean by this is, what action can they take once they have seen your campaign? What is it that they can do? Can they buy it from some place? The product, is it somewhere close to them, or they have to share that particular video, like we were talking about, that they danced, or they were singing, or there was some acting thing, whatever in it. So is it actionable? There is some action that can be taken. Promo codes, something then they can use. They can have references, referrals, sorry. Can more people come on a certain landing page? Basically, from there, is it a you reroute to a particular landing page? Can they like or follow? This is like an activity for that. If a lot of people, a lot of brands have done giveaways based on liking and following their channels, and sharing their content. So, and can they post the content about the brand? Where they are talking about it, where they're sharing something interesting in an experience or testimonial, and you're giving them incentive that will feature you on our channel if you have a good lot of brands have used it in their stories and all. Awesome. Now when you correlate it to the smartphones, um, you have your, you can say, from the link you get, like, if you buy it today, like in the next 7 days you will get 10% discount, and from this particular ad that you have. So you can have this. So this kind of can be something actionable that they have to do. That has to be attached, because unless you push it on them, that is something to do. In today, every marketing creative that's going on there, marketing teams are instructed to make something actionable, something to do. So that is drives them towards the audience, towards the marketers or the businesses achieving their goals. So if you are using that promo code, or you are, say, visiting the store and buying the product or something with the referral of that ad or something, then you can kind of get that particular discount or something. So these all things have been used by a lot of marketers in the offline times. There were also newspaper ads that you could take to a particular store, so they used to know that the effectiveness of that particular advertisement. In the online age, it would be just the, I would say, a promo code that is used as per the media outlet that is distributing that particular ad, or if there is a tie-up or something like that. So that, and then QSR, I mean, in the pizza outlets, it's being used so much. I mean, we don't have, we are bombarded with the actionable things that we have to do with respect to buying the pizza. There's some particular offer, or you're getting some combo or something. So that is kind of self-explanatory in that sense, that it is used so quite a lot for the QSR restaurants, especially the pizza outlets, where the consumer has to take a particular action. Once he's got that great creative, then you can go and take an action and buy that particular product or use the particular services. Great. So these were the framework which you can use for. So I'll summarize it. Alpha framework for campaign creation. A is the audience. You have to identify that. L is the likability. What will your audience particularly like in terms of the creative that you have in it mainly. P is the promotion techniques, is where which channels you have to promote it on, what are they watching, that is doing after consumer research. Hashtag ability in your particular campaign, what can you make it a trend or something with the hashtag, some kind of activity. So hashtag ability, which really helps in social media organic reach. And actionable, there has to be something actionable, action to be taken once they have seen your campaign. Awesome. So since we have talked about, okay, what is alpha, like alpha is also means something, basically it's just not the alpha. We'll talk about an alpha personality basically. So for the youth out there, this is very important. If you have this kind of, you're ambitious, you're out there, you're having what kind of uh, can be your personality you should have. Alpha personality is a winner's personality. So what comes under that is, who have alpha personalities, they create their own opportunities. They don't wait for people to give them something. They use their intelligence, wit, and will, and how they creatively create their own wit. And today, with the digital era, there is, anyone can start their own enterprise or business, or so this way they look at creating opportunities than just waiting for the same. Next, they have a very strong self-belief. They are very secure in the sense that they know their actions will lead to a kind of a success for them. So this strong self-belief is very core, is very important, because anything is around, surrounding, any all kind of chaos is happening, you have your belief and sticking to your process. Whatever you want to do to achieve your goal, you are focused on that. You're not concerned on what other people, you take feedback, but you are not affected by what other people, because you're secure, you have a strong self-belief, you're having your intelligence, you're updated what is happening in the world, that what process I am following, I will get success through that. And this is easier said than done, but it's a kind of activity where you have to train yourself to have a strong self belief. So alpha personalities, they are explorers. They are not scared of new experiences. They are not scared, oh, I should not, they are scared of one. Many people, they are scared of one bad experience if they had, and they say no to 100 opportunities that come their way because they are scared of one. But here, an alpha personality is an explorer. Unless you explore a lot of things, you will never find the path, because there's no path. It is all trial and error. So the personality is such that they are open to new experiences. They explore, and that's why once you do that, uh, you will get, with, even if not anything, with the law of averages, you will get to what you have, your target is. Yeah, next, they are very energetic. they have full of energy. They want to make a difference in the world, and they have that charisma about them that it kind of rubs off on other people on the high energy. You need these kind of people in your group and all, and generally you should surround yourself with people who give you the energy, right? There's a positive energy and they are giving you, it's not taking away energy from you. These kind of people, uh, you should stay away from what taking and sucking the energy out of you. The people who give you energy and that vigor to do those things um, in your life, and achieve things and all. Awesome. And there's a misconception about alpha personalities that they're too strong, and they can be too much out there with the opinion. But actually the personality is, they are a very helpful and they have a respectful nature. They respect their nature around them, the people around there, and they try to not only help people but also are respectful towards, even if they say no to things and all, they're very respectful in the feelings of others and the concern that they show for others. So this is the thing, they have a well run, they are firm but fair, and they never they that's why they create that positive thing around them, because of the helpful nature that they have and the respect they, how they make the other people feel actually. So awesome. So this was my complete session. Hope you all liked it. On so we all discussed about alpha, basically acronym for a framework for the marketing campaign, and also about an alpha personality. So hopefully this has been a really helpful session for you all, and you all enjoy it. Thanks a lot. It was very nice you all joined, and I would wish you all the best. And for joining me, thanks a lot. All can subscribe to the Marketing Intelligence YouTube channel, because if you're part of that, you're part of a community of people who can be invited for our podcasts that are there, or our panel discussion sessions also. Only if you're a subscriber, you can reach out to me also for being part of our discussions and all. And awesome, great, thanks a lot, thanks for joining us, and I'll see you. Bye, see you.